Morning. This is the Mountain Bike Man podcast, and we are working on our Jeep Rubicon Wrangler Hemi 392 Hemi final edition. And what I wanted to do, I had a renter that owed me money, and he left these in his room when I evicted him. He owed me about $1,200. I said, hey dude, you just pay me $600, you can come pick up all your stuff. He had 2 of these boxes and blah blah blah, this and that. But this box right here, you'll be able to put 2 Glock 19s, a Walther PPK, your wallet, Garmin camera, GoPro camera if you want. For example, all of that stuff will fit in here. Well, you know what? I have not tested a Glock. Huh, what the hell we got here? We're gonna be playing with this Glock, so we don't want to be fucking around. Let's put this you can see it fits. You could fit 2 Glocks in there. You could probably fit fucking 4 Glocks. I don't have that many. But in any case, you're probably wondering, well, how the fuck are you gonna do it? Well, I'm about to show you. I'm gonna put this toy away. I've got 2 of these. You know, I always carry one in the car and one in the Jeep. They're road rage deterrent devices, is what I like to call them. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this back up. That baby's loaded for bear, so you don't want to be fucking around with it. This one thing that unnerves me about a Glock is that the safety is on the trigger. So if you accidentally pull that trigger, you fire the weapon. So we're just gonna set this right here, right where it belongs. Put this little old baby here. To kind of hide it. And when I got pulled over by the cops, they seen that I had ammunition inside of my glove box there. And when he gave me I got a ticket for making a turn on a red light. I ran a red light, that's what he says. But it was actually yellow when I crossed the curb line. So when I tell the judge that, once you enter the intersection when it's yellow, it's a legal turn. So the judge will throw out the ticket, but I will probably have, the ticket is about $400, but the judge will throw it out when I explain it to him that I had passed the curb line when it was yellow, which makes it a legal turn. Once he hears me say that, all I have to do is say that, he'll throw the ticket out, and then I'll have to pay a $200 court fee cost. So you want to pay $400 or $200? Do the math. You do have to go to the court though. You do have to go to the courtroom one day, so, but no big deal. I'll dress up real nice in a shirt and tie. Anyways, getting back to the story, we had a gentleman that owned these, and I had to evict him. The constable came and kicked him out. He had like, 10 minutes to get all the shit, get out of his room. I warned him. I told him the constable's coming days in advance. I said, he's coming, please get your shit out, move out. He thought I was bluffing, so the constable came, boom, and this stuff was left. And I let him pick up most of his shit, all of his clothes and stuff. But this shit here, I said, you want this stuff back? There's 2 boxes. There were some collectibles in these boxes that might be worth something to him, but could be worth something to someone else. I'll take some research on it, but just a bunch of mumbo jumbo if you ask me. But anyways, as you can see, this is the only place I can mount this box. You see the bolt coming up through the floor? It's actually 1 inch too long. I'm a little hesitant. I'm trying to decide if I should go to Home Depot and get the right size bolt. It's or I could cut this one down, but these ones I do use for a specific purpose to hold the plywood deck to the caught by cracks, so I can always get another one of these later. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna just temporarily stick this box in here on this bolt and just see how much it sticks through. Okay, I'm gonna have to kind of line this up very carefully. See, it sticks through that much. And if you cut it, it's going to leave a burr on it, and it could scratch a weapon. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it the way you should do it. We're going to go down to Home Depot and get the right size bolts. These are 5/16 bolts. These are nylon head washers, and these are probably 3.5 inches. I need like I don't know, whatever size this is, I'll get it an inch shorter. You can see that it can very easily be 1 inch shorter. Let me get my tape measure just to make sure. Certainly a 1/2 inch shorter. This is just, you want to go on a long mountain bike ride or dirt bike ride, and you're not taking your Glock with you, or maybe some other valuable stuff, you can stick them in this box. It's a safe. There's a key for this box. This is a very stout box, and if you got stuff in here, I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't going anywhere. Okay, that's right, we're gonna see what we need here. Let me put my glasses on. This just came to me yesterday about looking on Amazon for a box. Yeah, see, it sticks up 1.5 inches. Realistically, it could be certainly 1 inch shorter. It could be 1 inch shorter, easy. So I guess we'll go get the right size, bolt from Home Depot. I hate going down to that store, man. You know, you could cut it, but like I said, and you could file it and make it pretty clean, but nothing's as clean as when you buy it from the store. So, but anyways, we did eyeball where we could set this. We did make marks on the carpet with a black marker. Then we transferred the marks right here, all the way under. Then we transferred this mark. The other hole is 6 1/4 over, and there's the bolt right there. You can't even get at the bolt with anything. Once you cinch it down, you're not going to be able to get at it with anything like a hammer and chisel or anything like that. Anything you put in that box is going to be secure, guys. It's just that your passenger is going to get a little pissed. Your girlfriend's going to get a little uptight because it's in her feet. But it's the nature of the beast. If she's upset about it, she can always put her feet in my lap and I can rub them for her. But anyways, this swing will never come out, and you know, it'll always be in there no matter what. You can move we've already tested, you know, because when you do go to sleep, you do have to move this seat all the way forward. We've already tested it. It's good right there. You won't be able to put a dog water here or gallons of water here anymore like you used to, but you'll have your normal bag of wiping towels. You'll have your normal bag of all of your official particulars that you need. You know what I'm saying? I have a bag that I set here that has a lot of stuff in it: deodorant, cologne, your Windex, you know, all kinds of shit like that. So but that bag will also, it'll still be here like it always is. I mean, if your girlfriend comes with you, the only thing that'll be here is probably this box, and she'll have to, you know, work with it being here in the middle of the floor. You know what I'm saying? It's just the nature of the beast. I mean, she's gonna have her feet up on the dash. She's gonna have her feet. I'm gonna be holding her feet. If she's my girl, I'm gonna be rubbing her feet on the whole trip anyway. I'm a foot guy. Anyways, we're gonna go down to Home Depot and get the right size bolts. That's what you should do. So these bolts are used for something else. So we do need to take a picture of I'm gonna take this bolt with me, but these are 5/16 inch, 18 threads per inch. So we do need to take a picture of this because I do have the bolts, the nuts. All I need to do is get the bolt. I do have the nuts, I do have the washers. So we're gonna take this with us. We're not gonna take the Jeep, we're gonna take the car. I gotta go change everything. I'm not ready to go anywhere. It's just a last minute thing. I was gonna try to install this in the back seat, but that ain't gonna happen. And you know, this was the only other choice. You have to be able to access it easily, and so it can't be in the back of the Jeep. It can't be in your driver's side foot box. It can't be behind your seat. It can't be behind this seat. This is the only open available area. And once you could do 2 bolts if you wanted to. Let me just see here. But we're just gonna put in 1. Yeah, see, the other bolt would be, and I'm not gonna drill 2 holes in my Jeep, okay? But it would be about right here. So there would be a problem. So we're just gonna stick with 1 bolt. We're gonna go get the right size. I believe these are 3.5 inch. So we'll be looking to get about a 2.5 inch bolt. And we're gonna go down there and get it right now. We're gonna take this one with us to make sure that we get the right size. And let's see here, we're gonna take a picture. Oh, we did take that with us. We've already drilled the hole. I do have a bolt, a 3/8 inch bolt that would work, but I have to drill a little bigger hole. Here's the other bolt. This is about the right size. You know, plus you could take the washers off of it. Let me just see. Of course, you'll have a washer on the end, on the bolt end of it. Yeah, see, this one here is about, man. I found a nut for this and everything to do it with. Like I said, you don't need any of the washers on this end, so Jesus Christ, man. Like I said, these are used for something else. But let me just check this out real quick. If I can make that 3/8 work, I'll drill the hole a little bigger and call it a day. I hate running down to Home Depot to do shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it has to be a little bit bigger. This one will work. So we're gonna do it. We're going to, if we can put the washers on, we certainly will have a washer on the top, on the inside of the box, so you can't just pry it off and take off. It won't come off. So we're gonna drill the hole. This is a 3/8 inch bolt, so we won't be able to stick that through. So we're gonna have to drill the hole a little bit bigger, and we're gonna use this bolt and these washers. And then we're gonna put this one away. Well, at least I'll put it off to the side in my car right here, just in case we change our mind. I really don't want to drill a bigger hole, but here we go, guys. Yeah, see, here's a 3/8 bit. Right now there's a 5/16 hole there. So this is just a little bit bigger. There's nothing running, that's the floor panel. So we're just gonna drill another hole, guys. Try that other bolt, and if it works. Ooh, yeah, Mr. Chief. Okay, so we're gonna stick this one through. We're gonna pull it down through. It took some careful measuring and planning and preparation to get this thing to work right, guys. You don't just fall off a turnip truck and start drilling holes. I checked it, and I rechecked it, and then I rechecked it to make sure. And I had a little leeway too, by the way. Here we go with the 3/8 inch hole. Now let's see if we can stick that one bolt up through the bottom. And what we will do is we will throw a washer on it. These are too small. Well, let's see what this does. Sorry about that, guys. I hope the angle's okay for you. And you know, the beauty of this thing is it stays here too. Well, it's having trouble going through the carpet. So we need to put, it's right there. We need to put a weight on the carpet. I can't think of a better piece of weight than this, so that we can push the bolt up through the carpet. There we go. There we go, guys. And when we tighten down the bolt, ooh, look how close that is. Look at it now. Okay, now we can stick this over it. You're kidding me. I gotta go get the key for the fucking, I don't think I took that down here. I didn't. I gotta go get it. When it slammed, closed, it closed. So anyways, we are not going to go get another bolt from Home Depot. We're going to use that 3/8 bolt. We're going to shut this video down. We'll pick you back up after I go get the keys for that box.